Wednesday, President Donald Trump said what he believes the results from the Iran nuclear deal, known as the JCPOA, have been.
Iran's hostilities substantially increased after the foolish Iran nuclear deal was signed in 2013, and they were given $150 billion, not to mention $1.8 billion in cash.
While President Trump asserts that $150 billion was given to Iran, former Treasury Secretary Jack Lew testified before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in 2015 that the funds in question were originally Iran's, that the Obama administration did not relieve sanctions on Iran's Revolutionary Guard, and that the amount repatriated back to Iran after the accord was signed was actually closer to $56 billion.
Instead of saying thank you to the United States, they chanted death to America. In fact, they chanted death to America the day the agreement was signed.
President Trump continued his assertion that the nuclear accord funded terror.
Then Iran went on a terror spree, funded by the money from the deal, and created hell in Yemen, Syria, Lebanon, Afghanistan, and Iraq. The missiles fired last night at us and our allies were paid for with the funds made available by the last administration.
However, Vali Nasser, a professor of Middle Eastern Studies at Johns Hopkins University, says that Iran's support for terror is no more or less than before the JCPOA was signed.
The time has come for the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Russia, and China to recognize this reality. They must now break away from the remnants of the Iran deal, or JCPOA.
Today, after President Trump called on the other JCPOA signatory nations, including China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and Germany, to break away from the deal, those nations are taking the opposite approach and are assembling in Brussels to salvage it. French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian insists the accord is not dead, and EU's top diplomat, Joseph Borrell, affirms that the deal is today more important than ever. To cap it off, they have invited Iranian Foreign Minister Javad Zarif to Brussels for talks. Doug Christian, The White House.